Boer. Frank de Boer speelt de bal. Heel goed naar Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp neemt de bal aan. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp.
Live here. Balotelli. Aguero. 12 minutes to go in normal time. Liverpool 3-0. Corner taken quickly, Origi!
Recuperó con entrado, el cuero lo tiene Cristiano, le puede pegar Cristiano, el golpeo de Cristiano, ¡qué golazo! ¡Gol! ¡Golazo de Cristiano Ronaldo!
What's up? What's up? We are live. We are running behind. How's everybody doing? All right, what's the prediction here? I think head says Real Madrid, heart says Dortmund. We're going heart today. I think Dortmund's going to shock the world. Whoa! Welcome, Dylan. Best friend since we were little. You don't know anything about the Champions League, huh? All right, well, the whole chat's going to help you out. This game is on Paramount Plus. That's where I'm watching it now. Or CBS. I think it's actually playing on CBS. Oy. Was that Lenny Kravitz that started off the pregame show? Yeah. Nice. All right, well, we have the final. This is the final match. I think it's being played at Wembley. Someone let me know. Game being played at Wembley. It's Borussia Dortmund versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid, heavy favorites. And I think most of my chat wants Real Madrid to lose. But there will be a handful, especially if some things get going good. The Real Madrid fans will let us know their presence. Real Madrid is not a team that you want to count out because I think they've won, chat, help me out, they've won like 14 Champions Leagues or something like that. So, thanks, Tom. Oh, well, thanks for showing up, Tom. I appreciate that. I understand you got other commitments. Think Madrid will be just a little too much for Dortmund to handle? Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what, the Dortmund fans that I love looking at the fan section with the flags and the yellow and the black. Just love it. It looks so cool. In fact, we going yellow. Maybe Dortmund colors in here. I should have thought of that beforehand. Why? Somebody let me know. Why is my stream just showing? Something's wrong here. My stream is just showing fans and not showing the game, but the game is on. What is happening? I'm trying to fix some problems here. What is happening here? Y'all give me a second. I feel like I haven't streamed in forever. Dude, my streams are so behind. Okay, we're good. I was like 3 minutes behind. Okay, we got a game going. Oh, there was a pitch invader. Okay. So that's why they were just panning over the crowd. They weren't even showing what was happening on the pitch. I like when they do that because they do that. Yeah, they do that in our sports too. Don't give the fan the what they want by giving them the attention and showing what they're doing. Why would you run on the pitch at the start? Gonna miss the whole game. All right, here we go. We got a game on. Haven't checked. Is my pitch invasion? Is there any other ways to live stream so let's watch the UCL final? I don't know. For us, it works out well for me on Paramount Plus. That's the way I figured it out. I don't know why my tab is not showing. What's going on here? Oh wait, that's probably why. Yeah, I feel like I haven't streamed in so long that I've forgotten how this whole process works. All right. We're good. We're good. We're all good, chat. Now I can kind of focus on what's happening. Delicious Vinicius. Great pass to the other side of the pitch there. Unfortunately, I think Real will win 3-0. I have a feeling Real Madrid's just going to win. But, and see, here's the thing. I'm going to get comments because I'm rooting for Dortmund. I'm going to get comments galore saying that I should never hate Real Madrid. I hate Real Madrid so much. I should never hate I don't hate them. I'm rooting for another team to win. We got Dortmund with a great little attack here. We got numbers, good cross in, but that's the thing that frustrates me about Real Madrid and their defending. They're so quick with their reactions. So you look like you have a chance opening up, or you look like you have an opportunity opening up, and then it just disappears like so fast. That's the thing that bothers me. Dennis, there should be. I don't know if it's there now, but there should be a time. The clock should be at the top of the screen. Let me see. Yeah, it's there. So if you look at the very top of the screen, there should be the clock up there. It's the current stream. Now, let me check. To be honest here, there is a 10-second delay between the screen I'm actually watching and the screen that's been shared. If y'all want the inside scoop on how I run these streams, I actually am watching two separate streams at the same time. It's the only way I can figure out how to see the screen and share the screen at the same time. But yeah, my stream that I'm watching is at 6:29, and the screen that I'm sharing is like 6:45. So yeah, there's like a legit delay there. But yeah, I could. I'm not even. Maybe I'm just naive. I could legitimately see Dortmund win this. Just it's like that's the thing about a Champions League final is because it's a one-off game, and it's not like you play two legs. Because it's a one-off game, you could get a Dortmund performance, like one of those just legendary performances that just kind of shocks you, and they catch them off guard and they win. I could totally see that happening, but it's the biggest game of the season, so you would expect Madrid to bring their best. It's a final. Anything could happen. Yeah, one-off game gives you the opportunity for a team like Dortmund to upset a heavy favorite. But, like I said, with it being a final and the biggest game ever, I don't think you're going to get the worst version of Real Madrid. But you could get the best version of Dortmund. And that's what I'm hoping for. Obi, when it comes time for I'm gonna do a stream next week where I go over the Copa America and I look at all the rosters and I do basically. If any of you saw my stream that I did previewing the Euro tournament, you're gonna see. I'll do the same thing for the Copa America. I know a lot of my viewers are not American, but I do have viewers from Argentina and Brazil, so. Yes, I will be doing one for the Copa as well. Plus, even if you don't care about the Copa America, come hang out with me on stream. It'll be fun. All right, so far, let me get my bearings on what's going on in the game. I'm noticing that same kind of slow pace, build-up kind of play so far. Or maybe I'm wrong. We have so I think I've seen 2 attacks now because I missed that first 3 minutes of match time. Yeah, Real is pressing very aggressively. Yeah, they are. Wow, yes, they are pressing aggressively. Oh, my word. They're trying to win possession back every time Dortmund touches the ball. So the last time Real lost a European final was 1985? Okay. Now that has to be... That's crazy. So Real Madrid, legitimately, when they make it to a final, they win it. They don't lose in finals since 1985. Good, that's 12 years older than I am. So 30 years. Wow. They've won 8 in a row. Okay, well, that's kind of crazy. And no, I didn't see the news. Tony Cruz is retiring? I'm going to have to do a tribute video to Tony Crisscross Cruz. He's an excellent midfielder. I've only got to see him play a handful of times, like a full match. But every time I've watched him play, it's been an absolute pleasure to watch. In fact, his last performance in this Champions League was exceptional. Exceptional performance from him. Wow. I didn't know that. That's kind of sad. I feel like I'm coming into this sport at the time where all the legends are like retiring or they're just on their like they're getting old, and so they're not like I didn't get to see prime Ronaldo or prime Messi playing in Europe. Messi's still doing great things in the MLS, but I mean it's definitely diminished. What kind of shot was that? Valverde with a shot that went basically hit an airplane flying over the stadium. But yeah, hopefully I'll get to see the new wave of legends. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some of those names that I'm going to be hearing for the next, decade plus. Jude Bellingham. I feel like people are really tired of hearing about Erling Haaland, even though I think he's still so young. There's so much time for him to really develop into what his talent requires. But like, you're gonna have those players playing at the top of the game. I'm trying to think of some of those other ones. And new talents coming up every year. Yeah. Snack games. You're gonna have an NFL game in Brazil? I know we're playing a lot of international games this coming season. We've started playing in Mexico, started playing in Germany. We play in London every year for the last decade. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I would have said that's a yellow there on Camavinga. But I hope that the ref. I'm gonna be honest. I hope that the refs let them play, let them play through. I would love. You're in a final match. Let them be physical. Don't call everything. But I mean, if it's a clear and obvious yellow, call it. But that offside. Oh my gosh, Dortmund with a chance. Yeah, I thought that was offside. I was expecting the offside flag to come up. Clearly offside. It's close, actually. Actually, it's closer than I thought. Real chance for a goal there. People don't like Haaland because he's a very one-dimensional player. Yeah, I agree. But he's good at what he does. And I think that he has real talent. I think that maybe because what do you guys tell me what you guys think? Do you guys think that because Haaland came in and he had just the video game like goal scoring numbers in the Premier League in his first season, that people just kind of put this expectation on him of world-class player, but really he's just a world-class finisher. And I mean, sometimes he'll only touch the ball four times in a game, but he'll score 2 goals off of them sometimes. But Philip, for me it's 2 in the afternoon, so it's not it's in the middle of the day for us. But I don't know if you're talking to someone in chat. Holland, not Holland. Erling Haaland. I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. But pronounced more like Harland or Horland with the accented ah. I try my best, but there are just some things that I cannot say correctly. All right, we're Madrid with a little counterattack here, but they don't have numbers, so I like Dortmund's defending there. Good job getting back. Good clearance. Haaland was a more versatile player at Dortmund. He has a strict role under Guardiola and barely touches the ball 10 times in a match. That's an interesting discussion, that maybe he's not allowed to be as dynamic a player. Maybe Guardiola sees his best attribute and just puts him in positions where he's only using that best attribute. Finals often get tight because no one wants to take chances. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting probably a really tactical first half, where in the first half I imagine you'll see a lot of feeling the game out. I don't know, though. Madrid is pressing pretty hard, but you're seeing more careful attacks and not trying to be sloppy with the ball and give it away or be exposed on a counterattack. Like when Real Madrid just went on that little attack there, Dortmund, they sold everything to get back and defend. So maybe first half you're going to see a lot more of that tactical battle, and then the second half they'll open it up and take some chances. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Y'all think I'm off here? Pep can be very restrictive with how he wants his players to play. It's clearly effective, but personally, I think it takes away from the beauty of the game, which is the moments of individual magic. Yeah, I remember early on when I was going on this journey, I reacted to a football meta video, which kind of talked about relationism and kind of like a sliding scale of like how strict do you want to be versus how much creativity do you allow. And I think at that time, coming from an American sports background, coaching American football, which it's so much like a chess game. It's tactical. Every play is detailed. You have routes, you have route combinations, you have all kinds of like moving parts and terminology. Like if you call out a play in American football, the cadences can be really long because you're trying to describe every move of every player. And so I really preferred Guardiola's style early on. So if you see some of my early tactical reactions, I was very heavily in favor of the way Guardiola manages. But as I've watched football and it's become my favorite sport, I've started to really, really back off on how much control I want the manager to have over the game, because I'm realizing, and you can't understand it until you've watched, but I'm realizing that the game is more magical than tactical, and I never realized how important it was to just let a player play. Like, put in a system that makes some kind of sense, script out some of your important parts, like set pieces. Somebody tell Ange to defend a stinking set piece. But yeah, okay, Madrid with a chance there. Good defending by Dortmund. But yeah, I'm starting to see like there's just so much that a player can do on the pitch when he's free to do what he does. I'm actually seeing that same thing right now in the NBA playoffs. Great opportunity by Real Madrid. Great run, but he just couldn't get a clean pass into the box for Bellingham to finish off. And yeah, good defending by Dortmund there. Yeah. Oh, we've got a chance coming up. Oh, good defending by Real Madrid. Good defending. He had the keeper outside of the goal. There wasn't an offside there. Man, just good. That's good defending by Real Madrid. Good save by the keeper there. All right, so Dortmund's opened up a little bit here, and I'm pretty happy about their performance so far. The by the way, you guys are gonna laugh, but I've got a very similar story to every stream that I've ever done on this channel. We have thunderstorms happening right now, and I think it's affecting my stream on my computer here. So, yeah, more thunderstorms. It's always storming every time I do one of these streams. Probably actually a pretty bad one because it's dark out there. Let's see. Vinicius, delicious Vinicius. I'm going to always call him that ever since that. Was it Hudson who said that in the semifinal game? Delicious Vinicius. Dortmund. Man, I've been impressed with Dortmund and their chance creation here. Oh! Dortmund should have scored already. I agree with that. Way to win back possession. Oh, he got a goal. Oh, he hit the post. Oh, he hit the post. Real Madrid with the witchcraft. Some sort of sacrifice they did before the game. Dortmund have had like 3 chances yet and haven't been able to get the ball in the goal. Nick, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Carlos style suits a certain type of club or player. Naturally gifted and intelligent players often need more freedom, but some prefer a set system. Yeah, I think that it's an interesting debate about where you put that. Like, how much freedom do you... Man, just looking at the replay of that oh, he hit the post. He hit the post, and it bounced backward. It looked like it was about to curve in, and it just bounced right off. But yeah, I think that it's an interesting debate on how you weight it. Like, how much freedom do you give? How much do you? And I guess you have to know your players. Like, if you've got a player who really, really has those just magical skills, you let them go. It's kind of like I was trying to equate it earlier. Got the medical staff coming out here to tend to one of the Dortmund players. I don't know their roster very well, but I'm seeing this happen in the NBA playoffs right now with my Mavs because we're in the finals now. And something that's very interesting is we used to have a coach who was he micromanaged every movement, every play, everything was run through his system. And right now we're under a coach who understands that he has 2 individual players who can do stuff that the game plan doesn't factor. And so he says it often. He says, Luka is the system. He is the system. Let him run it. And as he gets out there, the manager's job or the coach's job is to put the right players in at the right time, do the correct substitutions, manage game situations, little tactical changes here and there to put them in the best position. But for the most part, let the players dominate. And so I'm realizing that's just something that I think probably European sports differ from us, is just the amount of creativity allowed for the players. But so Dortmund is losing their captain. That's going to be a big loss? Yeah. Oh, I got some other Mavs fans in here. Oh yeah. I'm excited about that. What's his name? Ovechkin? I definitely didn't say that right. Ovechkin? Man. He's fine. All right, cool. This is a final game. Just rub some dirt on it and get back out there. That's what my dad would say. Ooh, delicious Vinicius with the sweet move. Great defending by Dortmund, because that was an absolute great attack there. Oh, Joe, I keep forgetting to do your Oxford video. My bad. Like I said, guys, I had a pretty hectic week last week, but now that I'm doing this is my full-time gig now. I'll get to your Oxford video. We've got a chance. Oh, my word. Dortmund with chance after chance. Adeyemi has started on fire. I agree. Luka is a GOAT. I agree. I think he's the best player in the world right now. But he's, and I also think it's kind of a little bit of a cringy argument when people are like, well, he has to win the finals first before he's the best player in the world. I'm like, number one, he's the best player in the world by a pure talent basis. And if you want to talk accomplishments, he won the EuroLeague twice with Real Madrid. And he was an MVP in that league. So he's won at a very high level. And I think he'll win the finals too. But yeah, this game is waking up for sure. I'm so upset, though, that Dortmund hasn't been able to put the ball in the net. Like I said, it's that pregame ritual, whatever Real Madrid did, that's got... it does feel that way. It feels like there was some deep, dark magic or some deep, dark ritual or something. The fact that they haven't lost a European final since 1985, something happened. Something happened. If we see, like, in, 50 years' time, we see, like, a bunch of sudden deaths in really precarious scenarios, we know that they had sold their soul. It's crazy. I can't believe it. We got another chance. Jadon Sancho. Good delivery. Adeyemi. Nothing. I just hope Dallas win in 7. I need Luka to be tired for the pre-Olympic tournament against Greece. Hey, I'll just tell you this. He's putting more effort in than I've ever seen him put into any game. Like, he's diving on the ball for loose balls. He's really, like, he's putting in massive amounts of effort, and he's clearly better than everyone in the world right now. Is a better game than you expected? Yeah, I think this game is gonna be. I'm rooting for an all-time game here. I want this to be a final that you remember. Something along the lines of my first World Cup final. My first World Cup final was absolutely magic. Real will start playing in the 85th minute. They're gonna do a little Bayer Leverkusen. I haven't done a video about that yet. I was very disappointed that they lost to Atalanta. That was upsetting. Could be easily an exciting 0-0. Yeah. Don't know what's happening behind me, but it seems legit. Huh. Is there always this much fast-paced action? Oh, yeah. This is... Now, games... So, Dylan, games like this are pretty regular. I would say this is a good game. There can be some games that are more boring, but this is a final match, so both teams are putting everything out there. Dortmund here with another chance. Come on, work that ball into the box. Sancho tried a dribble move. Hey, we got something. But yeah, but final games are always they're always lit. So Sancho tried a dribble move and Mendy went down. Let's see. That final was the first major trophy that Atalanta had ever won, though. So it was great for their. Oh, I'm not saying. I think as a fan who is disconnected from all of those teams, I was rooting for the storyline of Bayer Leverkusen to just continue dominating. But for Atalanta, I'm sure as a fan you had to be just on the top of the world after beating a team with such an unbeaten European record. Yeah, that would have been. I imagine it was very, very, very important for them. Oh, we got a chance by Madrid. He just tough touch there. Lost control of it. Is this Real's lasagna game? We'll see. So to explain, Dylan, the lasagna game is a funny story between Tottenham and Arsenal. My team, Tottenham, put out a lousy performance, but it was they were poisoned. There was some stuff snuck into their lasagna. Let's see. Do we have a red card coming up? Thank you for the super chat. I'll get to it here in a second. It looks like we have a... I don't say a red card. He's late. He timed he timed that late. There's no chance that's a red. That's maybe a yellow. Yeah. No. We're good. All right. Since Atalanta knocked my Liverpool out of Europa and Leverkusen's manager didn't want the Liverpool job, I had weirdly mixed feelings about that game. I'm sure that was a tough one to root for. Yeah. That was it was a late challenge, but that's the kind of thing that I want. That's the kind of thing that I want refs to just kind of let them play. Let them challenge. Now, I do think that should have been yellow, but the leg isn't high. Do I think that MLS would benefit from adding promotion and relegation? Yeah, I do, obviously. But I think that I've started to kind of warm up to the idea of just the American experience on it is going to be different no matter what. So why not let's just make something that's different? And so I don't know. What I would think we would prefer, I would prefer over even promotion and relegation. I would prefer that we focus on building good academies, building better youth systems, because I think our problem right now is less of a promotion relegation problem and more of a problem that we need We need to develop talent that can compete on the world stage. We don't have that yet. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting some quality players coming out of the States and out of our system, but not really. Like, for the most part, our best players go to Europe at a very young age. Like, I think, what was it? Christian Pulisic, I mean, he goes to Europe at 16. So, like, our best players end up just getting taken from, by European clubs, and they start playing there. But I think the USL is trying to do promotion relegation. And I would be in favor of promotion and relegation. I think it's a beautiful system. But I think my main focus and concern is just developing talent. Our college athletes have better options? Yeah. Golly. This storm is really blowing in. We've had storm and then another storm. We've had so many storms. It's ridiculous. Yeah, MLS investors would never agree to promotion relegation. That's definitely true. We wouldn't have... I don't think they'll go for it. So, you got to pitch something that's going to make sense to the investors, to be like, hey, it will be better for your investment if we invest in academies. Like, that's, to me, that's what we got to get done. And then, if the USL is able to get promotion and relegation going, and it's obvious that more and more people watch the USL because of that reason, then I think you'll start seeing some development there. What's up, Angus? Welcome back. Yeah. I don't disagree with you, Claudio. I think Pulisic is a good player. I don't think he's world class. I think he's obviously, I think, right now the best player that's come from the States. But a yellow card. Let's see this. How is that a yellow card? Am I off base here? That did not look like a yellow card to me. That looked like incidental contact. He was trying to make a good challenge. What, you step on his foot or push him in the back a little bit? To me, that's the kind of call I was asking not to have. I don't want to have yellow cards that are like borderline. Like, it needs to be clear and obvious. This is a final. Let these guys play some physical football. Yes, I have heard of Kevin Sullivan. I actually did a video about him, and I just didn't ever get it put out because it kept getting blocked. But yes, the Wonder Kid. Yes. Oh, did he curse at the ref? Still, I thought Europeans were allowed to do that. I thought you guys were allowed. At least that's the way Luca seems to play. I thought you guys were allowed to. God, what a shot by Dortmund just now. By Fulkrug. Was that him? Or was that... No, it was Sabitzer. Don't roast me too much for my mispronunciations. Good save by the keeper. That was a great shot there. Inconsistent yellow card calls drive me crazy. Yes. Yeah, but I thought you guys were allowed to curse at refs. Luca gets called for that all the time. Sancho, come on, boys, let's create. Another thing, Dylan, if you are still watching this, watch how the referees and the officials, watch how they, oh, Dylan, the shots at Luka. Luka's my favorite player, but boy, he complains a lot. The thing about, watch the referees and the officials try to get out of the way when they're in the way of a pass. These guys are so agile, and I crack up every time I see an official like hop out of the way of the ball or do some fancy footwork to get out of the way of a pass. Always makes me laugh. But to see the officials in these games are in like peak condition because they've got to run with these players for 90 minutes, sometimes 120. Boy, Dortmund keeps getting the ball into the box, but not able to capitalize on it with a goal. Got a yellow card. Yep. Yellow card for Sabitzer. You can't wave your arm at an official. It was already a foul. There are some cases when referees scored goals in the past. Pretty rare, but not unheard of. Yeah. Here's an attack. Delicious Vinicius. Good defending. Good player. Hummels with a great sliding tackle. I thought Real Madrid had a goal opportunity, and just what a great clearance by him. Yeah, I can't believe like that y'all are saying that that's a bad yellow card to take there. I agree. I agree a lot because I think that like a second yellow card in the second half, he's ejected, right? He's off, and then they have to play with 10 men. So it's not a smart time to pick up a yellow in that situation, especially something so trivial. Like, it wasn't even like he was going, trying to make a challenge for a ball or trying to stop a goal from being scored. It was just kind of a dumb yellow. Because another stupid tackle or brain fart and he's gone. Exactly. It's like you want to save those for an opportunity when you have to really make a challenge or you have to really try to make a sliding tackle or something to save a goal from being scored, because you want to be able to have the ability to have a tactical yellow card. I love watching fans support the clubs in these games. Just a cool environment, really cool environment. Yeah, it's been a great first half, even for a 0-0 game. 45 minutes. Another explanation for Dylan. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time, so every time there's like a foul or a yellow card or any type of wasted time where the ball's not being played, the referee will have a watch, and he runs and operates the clock. So they're playing 4 minutes past 45 in the first half, and they'll do the same thing at the end of. I'm expecting, with the amount of aggression and passion and yellow cards already, I'm expecting in the second half you'll probably get a 9 minutes. I'm going to predict right now 9 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this game. That's probably what's going to happen. But Didn't they say they were going to enforce the rule when only a captain can go complain to the ref more and the rest get yellow? That's an interesting rule. That's not to compare my flag football season last year, but we would get penalized if we complained to the ref. Only our captain could go. We would have to go complain to our captain, and then our captain could go talk to the ref. Guys, one thing, speaking of this, have I rewatched the classic Skull from Zidane in the final versus Italy in 2006? I haven't rewatched it, but I have been thinking about this now that I have more time on my hands to do video content. I've been thinking about doing live streams like this. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, where we watch old classic games, like classic World Cup matches or classic, like just actually watch the games together on stream. So you guys could like vote for some of those games that you want to see the most, and we could watch those together on stream. I got to figure out a way to do that where I won't get copyright claimed though, because I don't think it would be fun for you guys to watch a stream just like this with only the top of the screen showing on an old classic game that you want to see my reaction to. But I'm trying to work out a way to do that. But to watch a lot of those classic games from, like, you know, World Cup final 2014 or 2006 World Cup, or, you know, these games that you guys are thinking of, like the comeback for the Miracle at Anfield, or those kind of games like that. Notice I'm not going to end up saying a lot of classic Tottenham games, which makes me sad. But that's the point there. That'd be fun. I think we're going to have 3 or 4 goals scored in the second half here. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams just open it up and just start really, really going for it. Liverpool versus Spurs is a good one. Spurs Ajax was classic. You guys are gonna get me reacting to games where Tottenham gets embarrassed and me not knowing it, and then watching me get demoralized. That's not going to be good content. It's going to be a 1-goal second half. I don't know. I think we're going to have a lot of goals in the second half. All right, it's halftime. Spurs versus Coventry FA Cup final was good in the 80s. I started All or Nothing Tottenham for my channel members and patrons, and that'll be resuming. That'll be resuming now that I have ample time on my hands to make content. That content will be coming back. Yeah, I agree. Dortmund they've had a great first half. Really should have had a goal scored. Should have scored that one where it hit the post and then bounced backward in a very odd angle. That one should have been, that one should have been it. Yeah, for Dylan, yeah, good. Thanks for this, Sam. In case you were wondering, 15 minutes break, and then we go back for another 45 plus an extra 30 if it's still tied. So what's going to happen here? This is what I was telling you the other night when we were watching the Mavs game. This is the only commercial breaks we have this entire game. The rest, we're going to just be able to watch the game. And in the second half, whatever happens, if we end up with the score being tied at the end of the second half, they'll play a 30-minute overtime. And that 30 minutes is 2 15-minute... Isn't it? Wait. Am I tripping? I think I remember this. It's a 15-minute half and then like a break and then another 15 minutes. And then if at the end of those two, that 30 minutes, then they have penalty kicks. 2 15s. Okay. Whew. There for a second, I forgot everything that I knew. Okay. 2 15-minute halves with a quick break, and then there's a penalty shootout. Yeah, don't doubt myself. I feel like I learned a lot in the last year and a half, and now some of it's just slipping out of my mind when I'm trying to explain. Let's see. Discord is not public. It's for supporters, but I'm going to be, just so you guys know, for those of you who are channel members or are Patreon supporters, I'm about to do something really drastic. So that's about to I'm about to change everything, because now I'm doing this full time. I need to be promoting that better, and for that reason, I need to have a better system. So in the next week or so, I'll be reaching out to you guys who are already supporters and letting you know what's happening. But there's going to be a big change, and then we'll readdress what's going on with Discord and stuff. But yeah, a lot of changes going to be made this next week because I'm doing this full time now. But the ref doesn't have the cojones to ref a Champions League final. Twice he paused on non-fouls from Dortmund. Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to read that. From Dortmund, Madrid players cry a little and he gives it Madrid's way. Meanwhile, Dortmund players get booked. It does, just for looking at them wrong, it does seem a little one-sided, but we'll see. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. DeBronco is doing a great job. I'm not trying to take shots at him. I was trying to do a collab with DeBronco, but we haven't been able to make that work. In fact, when I go to this Copa America game, I'm expecting him to be there because he goes to these games. And if I can find DeBronco anywhere in that stadium, I'm going to try to get into his stream without him even knowing who I am. He probably does know who I am, because I guarantee his analytics, I pop up in his analytics because a lot of my viewers are also viewers for him. But he's a way further ahead of me when it comes to just size of his platform. So I might not even be on his radar, but I'm sure he would know who I was if I showed up. So let's see. Only guy diving into the history and tactics. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. DeBronco is good. He just does not understand that clearly. He enjoys it a lot. And DeBronco, so I think he and I feel two different. Thank you for the new membership. I really appreciate that. There should be a link to the Discord community somewhere in the posts on here on YouTube. If you click on that link, you should be able to join Discord, and then somebody in the Discord will be able to make sure you get posting permissions added. What state is he in? Georgia? Dylan, is there a problem with corrupt refs in the sport? Oh, boy. Chat, I'll let you handle this because I don't know all of the situations, but boy, there is a problem with corruption in this sport like no else. Oh, you had to renew your membership? Oh, no worries. Let's see. Let's see. Let me read some of these. Don't get started. No, none at all. Yes, this is what I'm planning to do for DeBronco. Wear a fake nose and mustache disguise and just chill in the back of his stream. I am going to try to get onto his stream in some way without him knowing about it. That would be so funny. Like to photobomb his stream or his vlog. That's even if he's there. I imagine he'll be there, though, because he goes to those games. I was trying to say that about him. I think that he takes up a space in the American... I think he and I probably are the two American channels that are really diving into the whole world of football. He's doing it in a different way. I think I'm taking more of an approach going into the tactics and the history of the game and things like that. He's really bought into the atmosphere, the hype, the culture of the game. And I think he's doing a better job when it comes to like filling that void. And then I'm probably filling the other side of it where it's just I'm learning the the brainy part of the game. Hopefully. Yeah, we have a... Well, actually, I'm not sure. I know on Paramount Plus, Thierry Henry is on one of these. Whether it's on Paramount, I'm not sure. But he does, yeah, he comes on and talks. Luka Modric. It's Luka Doncic for us, but I appreciate it. Luka Modric, Dylan, just so you know, Luka Modric is one of my favorite players. He plays for Real Madrid. He comes in towards the end of the game. I'll point him out when he comes in because I can't help but say I like the guy every time he comes into the game. Luka Modric plays for Real Madrid. But let's see. Did you see the match fixing in the Hungarian? No, I haven't seen any of that. Yeah, everyone knows bribing is going on, but it's hard to find evidence. Yep, exactly. Yes, I did see this. Wait, Dan. Dan is saying that the German referee got banned for because he had turned up at the winning team's. Yes, I saw that. I think was it Zealand who did a video about that? I just thought that was wild. That he actually shows up to celebrate with the winning team. That's crazy. Shout out from Botswana, Africa. Dude, welcome. What time is it there for you guys in Botswana? It's got to be... Is it like super early in the morning? Let's see. Dylan, I'm rooting against Real Madrid, but I love Luka Modric. I also love Tony Crisscross Cruz. And I like Jude Bellingham. Yeah, I like all of their players. I like a lot of their players. I just don't. Dortmund is to me is a more fun story, and their kits are cooler. But yeah. Yeah, okay, so we do have a panel, and our commentary panel is Thierry Henry, a guy that I definitely should recognize. What's his name? Jay-Z is in the... Is it? Okay. Zidane is there. Sir Alex is there. Wow, they're showing a... I don't know who that other guy is with Thierry Henry. I'm looking it up. I'm looking up the panel here. Sorry for the dead space on the channel. Jude is overrated. I like Jude. Hey, Jude. Make it back. Okay, so it's Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher, Micah Richards. Yeah. So it's Kate Abdo, Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher, and Micah Richards. Those are the ones who are... Yeah, Jay-Z is there in attendance. Say Carragher spat at a little girl? Okay, I didn't know that. I knew I should recognize his face, but maybe it's just because I recognize him from this panel, but... The worst match fix I've ever heard of was winter sport we call bandy. No team in the game wanted to win. They scored more than 20 own goals, hence no one wanted to play upcoming semifinal. Okay, crazy. Yeah, I think that if people are saying Jude is overrated, I think you can't overrate a player who's 20, right? Isn't he 20? You just can't overrate a player that, like, he's still developing. Maybe if we look, 5 to 7 years from now, we can determine if he's like truly overrated. But wait, Dylan, let me read your comments here. Dylan, you ought to jump on a stream with me. That's what we ought to do. One of these coming up soon. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna send you a link, and we're gonna do some reactions together. Dylan's like my best bud since we were little. Just so I can gauge the importance of this game, is this a comparison to the Super Bowl in the NFL? This would be, well, see, it's chat. You guys can help me out here. I think that this is kind of like the biggest game in Europe, but you have to understand that each league has its own title race. So, like, you can win your league, but you also participate in all these different cups and tournaments. So, for those who made it into the Champions League, yeah, this is pretty much like the same thing as the Super Bowl, but you would have other competitions. And so, clubs are trying to win. There's a thing called a treble, which, a thing called a treble. It's where clubs try to win, if you win 3 of these like prominent, like you win your domestic cup, you win the FA Cup, or you win another major competition and the Champions League. It's like one of the biggest things. Yeah. And people are going to say absolutely it's bigger than a Super Bowl, but at the club level, yes, this is the Super Bowl. The World Cup final is the biggest game in the sport. Yes, World Cup final, like last World Cup final, Argentina versus France was probably the biggest game that I've seen since I've been watching. But as far as like clubs go, and you're not talking about like the international teams, this is pretty much the biggest game. Yeah. It's pretty much the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Samuel. So imagine if it's like if all the countries in the Americas had an NFL, and the winners of every Super Bowl went to another round of playoffs. And this is like the Super Bowl. That's what the Champions League is. It's the winners of the best teams in the countries in Europe competing at like this really top level. So it's like the best teams out of each domestic league. But yeah, we totally need to hop on, Dylan. You need to hop on a stream with me, and we can chat about this. Me and Dylan have watched sports together since we were little, or since we were allowed to watch sports. That's a fun topic. And so, yeah, I can introduce you into another, like, it's a totally different world. It's a totally different world. And it, as you can see, it has consumed my life in the last, Oh, it's Dylan. So you watched the World Cup? That was a massive final. Yeah, like, if you can see, you see the flames going on right now on the Dortmund side. Just the supporters in European sports, it's just next level. It's just next level. But yeah, there are things. It would be fun, Dylan, if we did do something like that. It would be fun to kind of look at the way sports are done in our country versus there, because there are things that I love about our sports even still, and kind of things I wish we could change. It would be a lot of fun to talk about it. Do I have any Copa America games coming up this year? I'm going to the United States versus not Bulgaria, but I'm going to the Bolivia game in June. OGs know that I messed that up in a stream previously. I said I was going to watch the U.S. versus Bulgaria. Yeah. Am I going to be watching the Euros? Yeah. I'll be doing streams like this for as many Euro games as I can, as well as some of the Copa games. I'm probably even going to do maybe a Cricket World Cup stream, but probably just I'm mainly going to focus on these major football games. But yeah. Second half is underway here. Like I said, I'm expecting multiple goal performance here in the second half. I could be off base with that, but I'm expecting both teams to kind of start, taking chances, being a little riskier, trying to score that goal. Or maybe not. Maybe they play conservative all the way and they just try to go to penalty kicks, but I think you want to try to avoid that extra time penalty kicks. If we don't get out of our group in the Copa, we're so finished. If we don't get out of our group in the Copa, definitely got to. It's time for the manager to be gone. Berhalter. It's time to get him out of there. We got to make it out of the group at least. I don't know. Maybe it's me being naive, or maybe it's just me being cocky. I feel like the U.S. men's team has a really good chance to make it pretty far. And to actually to have a good performance in this Copa. That's what I'm expecting. Oh. Delicious Vinicius. That's a dive. Dylan, diving is what we call flopping. So if you hear me say it's a dive, he flopped. That's a dive. That was a dive. But tactical one, because look at where they get the ball for this free kick. Oh, man, and it's crisscross Cruz with a free kick here right outside of the box. This is dangerous for Dortmund. This is good for Real Madrid right here. Look at where he's got this ball. If anyone on Real Madrid can score from here, it would be crisscross Cruz. Let's see. Good save. He went for the goal, but good save. Can't see us beating Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina, or Chile. So if we avoid them, then that's fair. I actually can see us beating one of those. I don't know which one, but I could see us upsetting one of those countries. Boy, did I just miss another chance there? Wow, almost scored from the corner there. Wow. Oh, my bad, guys. My stream that I'm sharing is having trouble. Come on now. Optimizing the playback experience. Yeah, that's my bad, guys. That time went away. In my opinion, we beat Chile 7 out of 10 times. Yeah, and the rules encourage diving. Hey, I'm not saying that diving isn't tactical. It makes sense. It's part of the game. But it is kind of annoying. It's especially annoying if you're a fan of the other team and you know that it was a dive. But I understand diving as a tactical reason. Why is my stream acting like this? Okay. Should be back now. I think we can beat one of those. We're going to upset one of those major teams, and if we avoid the other ones, I think we can make it pretty far. How many? Let me ask a question that's not football related while I'm watching this. How many of you guys in the stream are rugby fans? And do you want me to feature more rugby? The reason I ask this is we have a rugby league, Major League Rugby, and we have a team right here where I live. And I just passed their rugby stadium the other day, and I thought that might be fun content to do a vlog attending my first rugby game. But I only do it if I got interest for it. All right, back to the game. I'm coughing like Big Ange. Probably. Corner for Dortmund. Nothing there. Goal kick. Racing and football, maybe a little hockey. Only for international. Okay. I'm sure I probably do have some rugby fans who watch some of my stuff. They just probably don't watch my live streams. I'm thinking about maybe doing it. I just don't want to do it if it's not going to perform well. Cricket and football. Okay. I will try and do some more cricket content. I just like football to me it's taken over my world and I kind of enjoy it more. So I would expect this to be the majority of the content that I do. I'm an American who only watches football. I'm not there yet. Football is easily my favorite right now, but I still like American sports. I do like rugby union, but not keen on rugby league. Someone remind me, because I'd learned a lot of this stuff a few years ago when I was doing rugby reactions. That's what a lot of you guys wouldn't know. My channel was built on rugby reactions. I did those for my first 1,000 subscribers and did well with it for a little while. Rugby union, one of them is more like the NFL in that it has 4 phases of play before the ball turns over, and the other one is less like that. So football and darts. Come on, Dortmund. So rugby league is more like the NFL? Okay. That's the one where it has phases, right? Darts are awesome. But I've been thinking more about doing streams like this where we're just randomly just hanging out and doing stuff. And probably on some of those streams I could do reacting to random sports, and we can just hang out and just watch random sports, and those would be fun streams. But I'm not going to make videos about, probably going to just keep all of my videos about football, but make these streams interesting. I've never watched darts. That's very interesting to me. Yeah, I can see the thing with cricket for me is so far in my reactions, I've enjoyed it. Oh, delicious Vinicius with little ball skills there. Good cross. Good defending. But even though I've enjoyed when I react to cricket, I've enjoyed it. It just is not one of those things when I started reacting to football, even more than when I started with rugby. I started reacting to football, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Even when I'm not making videos, I'm thinking about things I've learned, and I wanted to go out and kick the ball for myself. Or when I wasn't even trying to make content with cricket and with rugby, I've enjoyed it, and whenever I make the videos, I enjoy making the videos, but I don't really think about it beyond making videos. And so for me, that's how I kind of gauge whether or not, like, what's my favorite sport really. And with this, like, let me see, it's somewhere over there. Where's it at? I literally bought a book on football. Like, there's just something been different about my appreciation of this sport than others. All right. Close chance there. Oh no. You guys don't even know. This sucks. I have got my shorts caught in a... Whew. I got my shorts caught in a 3-hole punch. I thought I was about to put a hole in them. All right, we're good. Okay. Observing this game, Real seems to be more methodical, while Dortmund is just straight up aggressive. That's not a bad observation, Dylan. That's not a bad observation. Dortmund is playing a more attacking tactical style, and Real Madrid always plays a more tactical, methodical defense counter attack kind of game. So yeah, you're kind of picking up on something there. Wait a second. We got a counter attack. Just can't control it. Darts players have the hands of a surgeon, the eyes of a sniper, and the body of Homer Simpson. That's funny. Yeah, you're onto something. Yeah, German versus Spanish football. German football is more aggressive, I would imagine. I don't watch enough German football, but the manager for Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti, he's a brilliant tactician, and so Real Madrid is an incredible defending team. And they play methodical offense, but they're not the kind of like aggressive attacking team. So, and actually, I'm not sure. I don't watch Dortmund enough to know if Dortmund usually attack this much, but it does seem that way in this game. Yeah, I definitely should watch more German football. I have more time to do it now. That's for sure. But yeah, like Dylan, one thing that you'll notice as you start watching the sport, you'll start to see like some teams do this. What they're doing right now, they're playing out from the back with short passes to try to progress the ball down the field. A lot of teams opt to be a long ball team where they just, deep passes and try to get your players in position to receive the pass. But yeah, the English style too, where they just copy. Well, I think the Englishmen would say that they were the first. Some call it the English game. I know it's not exactly the English game, but it is. They were the English were the first to put rules and kind of codify the game the way it is now. But there's I don't know. Let some of my chat answer this. I think there's probably a distinct style for each country that plays, like the Spanish players tend to play with a little more flair. Tend to be more of like watching a dance. German players, I think, tend to be more mechanical and like just maybe even aggressive. I think English players are also more aggressive too. But England plays long balls except for Man City. Okay. Yeah, English football is more physical. That's what I've seen. And that's probably one of the reasons why I was drawn to English football. What's a 4-4-2? Dylan, we're going to have to do a live stream where we talk about it. Yeah. But that's probably why I'm attracted more to English than I am to Spanish football, because of the physicality of it. It's definitely more physical. And if you watch an English Premier League game, you'll see some of that. That was the thing. I always just thought that this sport was one of those more just finesse sports, and I love physical sports. But then I started watching these games. It's way more physical than you ever realize. All right. I need to focus on the game again. Dortmund with a chance. Adeyemi. Oh! Oh! What a fantastic header. Fantastic header and incredible save. Whoa, what happened to my stream? My stream is so behind. I don't know. I think I'm behind what even my top of my screen says. Man, that was a great chance and they missed it. That's two of them that a goal could have been scored. The first one should have been a goal. He hit the post and that wasn't a save. That one was a good save by the keeper, but delicious Vinicius. Dude, the only thing I've seen from Vinicius Jr. is he's just fast. He's got good skills on the ball too, but the thing that sets him apart is his speed. Whenever he takes off, I don't know if I've seen anybody faster. Honestly though, Thierry Henry, when I did my reaction to his highlights, he was faster than I ever thought. Vinny has very good feet. Moans a little too much for my liking, though. I think that's my opinion of him too. I don't know. He's very fast. I'll give him that. And he has great skills. Yeah, Henry was so fast. When I reacted to him, I knew that he was considered one of the best. But I was actually kind of taken away by how good he was. And I'm not supposed to appreciate him as a Spurs fan, but that man could play. He was fast. Don't forget. Oh, yeah, Mickey. You know, people have been asking me my favorite Spurs player from this year. And for a long time, I was saying it was Madison. But I think I pretty solidly decided by the end of the season that Mickey Van de Ven is my favorite player on Spurs. that guy is a revelation for us. And I wish we had 5 or 6 more. I love Son too, but I wish we had 5 or 6 more guys with the attitude of Mickey. Like with that just kind of like he has a great approach to the game and great mindset. So I'm a big fan of him. Big fan of Sonny. Big fan of Mickey Van de Ven. Big fan of James Madison, even though towards the end of the season he kind of fell off from me a little bit. But All right, here we go with another Real Madrid attack. Bellingham has been a non-factor. Yeah, I'd say so. What is my favorite team in each of the top 5 leagues? I don't know that I have one. I think I try to just be neutral, except for the team that like I actually like genuinely root for. And so far, like Spurs just became my favorite team. So I have a favorite English team, but it's not just because I chose English football. It's just that was the team that I became a fan of. Surprise, surprise. And I don't really choose favorites, although I think there are some that I favor. But do I watch the WNBA? I never have watched the WNBA. It's always been not an enjoyable experience for me. However, I will say that there's been quite a bit more attention on it recently because of Caitlin Clark. And after watching Sabrina Ionescu, after watching her beat every NBA player in the three-point competition except Steph Curry, it definitely made me more interested. But I don't really, I wouldn't say I really watch it that much. Pretty much, I watch football, and whenever my teams from Dallas are, well, I watch the NBA just because of the Mavericks. Oh, yes. I agree, Claudio. It's difficult to be fast with the ball at your feet, and Bellingham just missed the header. They just showed the replay. I missed that in lifetime. Oh, my Lord, did he miss that? You don't get a better chance than that. Yeah, that's a Bellingham miss right there. Man. That was a great opportunity for him to score. Bellingham getting his bottling muscles warmed up in time for England duty. Well, you guys definitely need all of your bottlers in place. Haven't won anything really important since 1966, but I mean, who am I to talk? I haven't won anything important ever in the sport. It's coming home. Kane's ready too. Dortmund 11 shots and no goals. Man, I'm telling you, it's that Real Madrid witchcraft that they did before the season. Or maybe they did it back in 1985. They already have Captain Kane. Dude, isn't Kane one of the best players England's had? That's the thing with Kane that bothers me. Is it's never... Okay, I probably actually don't know much. He missed a really big penalty in a very important moment. But I was going to say, it seems like for the most of his career, it's really like he's not the problem, but just everything around him sucks. Like, he had an amazing season at Bayern. Unbelievable goal-scoring season. And they come up short in important moments. But yeah, I guess he did miss that World Cup penalty against France. But yeah. Guys, I won't lie to you. This storm is affecting my stream. That's got to be what's happening here. I don't have an Ethernet option. I should do that. He's not best ever, but he's certainly one of our most reliable goal scorers. Yeah. Rooney is the best English player of this century, though. I didn't watch enough about Rooney to really get a gauge for how good he was. I knew he was an exceptional player for Manchester United. Oh, I was going to answer. Somebody earlier was talking about how it's hard to run fast with the ball at your feet. I can attest. I can barely get past a medium jog with the ball at my feet. I've been trying, and you guys see it in some of my training videos. I'm working on it. I can't run with the ball. I'm going to have to be one of those players that just gets in good position, receives a pass, and then makes quick passes or taps in goals. That's going to be how I have to play. Because I can't dribble and run at the same time. Got a corner from Real Madrid. Crisscross Cruz. Oh! Carvajal with the goal. With a goal. Dang, that's brutal. Hey, yeah, good job. That one didn't get spoiled for me. Good job. And I think I'm quite behind the chat, or quite behind the stream too, so who could have seen this coming? Yep. Cruz with a great delivery. Carvajal finish off of the corner. Man. And yep. All right, but here goes the Real Madrid fans. What a great header. Great header. Wow. I'm only 30 seconds behind. Fulkrug lost his man. It did look like it was quite easy for him to get up to the ball. So I was wondering if there was somebody who had missed an assignment inside that wall there. Dang. Dylan, I call him Crisscross Cruz because I can't say his name right. His name looks like Tony Cruz, but everyone says that sounds like Tom Cruise's brother. So I call him Crisscross Cruz because I can't say his name right. I'm 1 minute behind. Yeah, I'm just hitting 75 on my stream. The most inevitable of all inevitable things. That was such a good and deflating goal. That was so deflating for me because I think because the fact that Dortmund has had 11 shots or something like that with no goals scored, and they've been so close, and then just one missed assignment in a corner, and you're down 1-0. It's crazy. Crows, like the bird. It's pronounced Tony Crows. Okay, Tony Crows. It's a good delivery on that corner, and that he's done that his whole career. Fantastic passer. Yep, and now Madrid are going to play a little more methodical. They're going to slow down. Bad pass there. But they're going to try to slow the game down, going to try to strangle the life out of Dortmund, not let them have the ball, play heavy possession. I think that's maybe what I would do here. Because you've got world-class defenders on your side, so you have the personnel to put the clamps on the game and just kind of play it out and dominate possession. That's my opinion. All right. Delicious Vinicius. Oh, Bellingham. Oh, Jude. What the heck, man? Come on, Jude. Come on, Jude. That's about as good as a look as that man's going to get. Ah! Jude. Oh. That's not Jude. Deflection by the good defending. Is a poor poor touch, but the defender blocked that. At first I was like, what the heck? Billy, my hand is healing up. It's got a gnarly scar though. Only hurts if I poke it real hard. For anyone who doesn't know, go check out one of my recent videos. There will be a gnarly photo of a nail stuck in my hand. Yeah, I didn't see the block either at first. At first, it looked like just a wide open miss, but when you see that replay, that was a good defending play by a defender there. Yeah, if that had gone in, it could have been game over. Although everyone knows 2-0 is the most dangerous lead to have in football. Yellow card. That's ooh, this is a bad yellow card and a bad place. Hummels is upset. Bad place to foul too, because like I said, crisscross Cruz is dangerous, and you're giving him a free kick right outside of the box. It's not likely, but it's very, very reasonable that he could score from here. Yeah. Football's like this. They have chances, but don't score. Now is Madrid. Yeah, Madrid's going to win this. Bad God. It's going to be 15 in a row, or 15th Champions League final. They haven't lost a European final in, like, ever. And they've got one of their best long ball guys about to take this free kick. All right, I'm not watching chat. I'm just watching the game. Good save. Good save by the keeper. That was on target. But the keeper was able to get to it. Dylan, I'm glad you're enjoying this, because I think the thing that most people get on is the fact that it's only 1-0. That's the score. There's only been one goal scored. And so a lot of people find the game boring because of the score. Not so. There's so much action and so much drama leading up to that goal. And because the points are so hard to come by, they feel so weighty when a goal gets scored, because it's like, it's important. Yeah. They lost an 84 final to Liverpool in Rome and haven't, wow. Tons of action. That's not a lie. This has been one of the more exciting 1-0 games I've ever watched. Camavinga. Whew! That was gonna be a miss, and now it's a corner. That's tough. That was gonna miss. I mean, of course, the keeper, you've got to try to save that. It looked too close, but that's tough because that was gonna be a miss, and now they get a corner. Man, that's part of this game, though. It's like someone can take a shot like that. What are you supposed to do as a keeper? You're supposed to stand there? No, you got to save it. Well, now you give them, whoo, and they almost scored from the corner. They almost scored from the corner. Yeah, Real Madrid's just kind of they're taking the life out of the game. Great save by the keeper. Wow. Great save. Carvajal with a throw in. Oh, Bellingham. Good pass. Delicious Vinicius. It's over. It's over. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the chat. I wasn't sure who would score the goal, but yeah, I saw that. Dang. I was thinking maybe we had an equalizer. That was far worse. That was far worse. I saw the chat and I was like, okay, there's a goal coming. All right. And then when Dortmund had the ball, I was like, okay, Dortmund might equalize. But no. I mean, with 80 at the 82nd minute, a 2-0 lead is pretty much the end of the game. You know, typically a good assist to Bellingham. That's the only positive thing he's done this game. Great finish. There was no one near him to throw off the shot. The keeper got a hand on it, man. He kind of tipped it. But yeah. Oh, wait. That's actually a good question. Can I do a 1-minute delay? Is there a way to delay chat? I'm going to look into that. If there's a way to delay the chat, I might do that for future games. Although I like having the quick interaction with you guys. Maybe for games like this in the second halves or things like that, I will delay the chat when the games are getting tight like this. Yeah, but I do like the back and forth. So it's okay. I'll figure out a way to not be spoiled during these games. Here comes little Luka. Little Luka Modric coming into the game. One of legitimately the coolest players in the world. In fact, Dylan, we are both diehard Cowboys fans. There is a video of Dak and CeeDee Lamb doing a contest with Luka Modric and another Real Madrid player. I don't remember who. And like they do like each one of them like they try to do American football skills, and then they try to do skills with a soccer ball, and it's a fantastic video. All right, Cruz coming out for his last Champions League performance. Look at that man coming to. I gotta say, even though I'm not a Real Madrid fan, like lots of respect to him as a player. Special moment that we're seeing there. Yeah. Special moment there. I really do. Like so many of Real Madrid's players, I really respect them. Like Modric, like Cruz, like they had Gareth Bale there for a while. They had Ronaldo. They've had a lot of players at Real Madrid that I respect them as players. And I genuinely want to see good things happen for them in their career. I honestly, here is my relationship with Real Madrid. I have a relationship with Real Madrid like I have a relationship with the Lakers. I don't root for the Lakers to win, but I recognize that they're an important part of the sport. I also have really respected many players that have played there, like Kobe Bryant. Like, I love Kobe. One of my all-time favorite players. But I always root against the Lakers. Hate the team, love the players. That's kind of my... Yeah, that's interesting to me. All right, Dortmund trying to... Oh, we have a goal from Dortmund. Little too late, but hey, 2-1. Oh, no! Oh, it's offside. VAR. Oh, yeah, he is offside. He's offside. Ah. Oh, that bugs me. Because, I mean, it's probably a little too late. Too late. But if they had scored there, you're probably going to have, 9 minutes of stoppage time? There's a chance to equalize within the last 10 minutes of the game. Man, that makes me upset. You know, if this was before VAR... Well, actually, I guess that wasn't. The linesman actually caught that and raised the flag. Oh, we're going to have a fight? We're going to have a fight? We're going to have a fight. I guess I just assumed there would be a lot of stoppage here. Dang. Two goals in 2 minutes has been done in the final before. You guys don't know how excited I would freak out on the stream. In fact, I want something like that to happen. That'd make the stream go viral. If we had a 2-goal, 2-minute kind of thing, bro, this video would go viral for sure. Because I'd change the thumbnail in a heartbeat. Modric with a great skill there. Manchester United did it in the 90s? Okay. Now I'm rooting for that. I'm rooting for something like that. Some substitutions coming in. 25 years ago, United were terrible until the last minute. Rodrigo is getting replaced with Militao. How much stoppage time do we have? It didn't... My screen is not telling me how much stoppage we have. What? Am I tripping? Where is the stoppage time? Oh, 5 minutes. There we go. Whew. I was just watching the count, and I was like, I don't know how many minutes. Yeah, 5 isn't that much. I guess I was expecting more like 8 or 9, but this game hasn't really had the fireworks. Now Dortmund have to play the long game. They have to bombs away. Hey, we got... Oh, dude. If you'd be quicker with your passes, he had that opening there. Mistake by Dortmund there. Man. Time wasting. Time wasting by the keeper there. Classic. Yeah, Dylan, apparently there have been comebacks this late. They were saying that Manchester United did it in 1999. Two goals in 2 minutes. Kind of sounds like the kind of thing where like Tracy McGrady scored 13 points in 33 seconds. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Something wild. And if that does happen, this video will probably get 1 million views. Because everybody will be looking for reactions to most historic Champions League final moment by Dortmund. It would be crazy. But Real Madrid are too boring to allow that to happen. They're gonna play good defense. They're gonna play well. They're gonna dominate possession. They're well coached, well managed. They're gonna put the game away. They're not gonna let something like that happen. Like they worked the ball into the box already. Good grief. Come on, guys. All right. The oldest lesson in football is if you don't score when you're on top, then you'll end up a brave loser. Yeah. All right. Liverpool got 2 in 2 minutes and 3 in 6 minutes from 3-0 down in 2005. See, these are games that I need to, like, if we're going to do some future streams where, like, we actually react to or watch these iconic moments, I've got to figure a way to do it where I don't get claimed, I don't get copyright infringement issues. But I'd love to do like some of these streams where we just sit back and we watch some of these moments together. That'd be fun. Delicious Vinicius coming off the pitch. Yeah, Dylan, they're going to be diving all over the pitch now to try to save time, try to waste time, and they're just going to use all these little tiny time-wasting tactics to run the clock out. I mean, 2-0, Dortmund's going to go down. I mean, they were heavy underdogs coming into this. Pretty much everyone expects Madrid to do what they're doing here. But man, I kind of wish that Dortmund had shocked the world. There's a video on YouTube with all Champions League finals this century. You could do a reaction to that. Yeah, probably could. It still will probably get copyrighted. I don't know. YouTube's copyright system makes no sense to me. Some videos will just be up there, and then my reaction will get blocked or claimed. But I'll work on figuring that out. It's my job now. I'll work on figuring that out. All right. Is there a way to do it on Twitch? Maybe. That actually might be a good idea. Champions League final. Full time. Tony Cruz is getting the Titanic treatment there. That's gonna be a meme. That's gonna be a meme. Oh man. Jude got a cheap assist too. That's crazy. Yeah, that assist, man, that assist came on a error by Dortmund for sure. All right. Appreciate it, guys. The Titanic treatment. That was hilarious, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a meme of that. Somebody needs to make a meme out of that image. That was hilarious. All right. I am going to have to hop off here real fast. Been fun hanging out with you guys. Be expecting way more streams in the future. Dylan, this was fun for sure. If all football is like this, then I'm in. Dude, all it will take is just watching a few of these games. That's what it took for me. Watching a few games. Look at Ancelotti getting a kiss right there on the screen. Yeah, it's like this and a lot of fun. But yeah, we'll get into it. Anyway, I'm going to have to hop off the stream here. Be expecting more streams like this coming in the future. We'll be spending a lot more time together on the channel. It'll be a lot of fun. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you guys in the next video, next stream.